Okay, guys, this is the last part. All the warp threads are tied together and the weaving is flipped over. Now, some of you might have shorter warp threads, in which case you can cut extra strings and slip them through here, through these little warp strings right there to tie on. In this case, Sabrina's are long enough that we're going to tie them right on. But first, we're going to take our hoop and wrap it. So we're using some old fabric to wrap it with. This is really a nice thing to use fabric for that you don't really want to use for anything else. We just ripped it into little strips. We made little cuts on it and ripped it. Hot glue gun, because always have to have a hot glue gun. Now watch this. I'm just going to give a little bit of hot glue on the inside. And that will stay there. And press down. It's like this, right? And now we are going to wrap it at a little bit of an angle, pulling tightly and then holding. And maybe you want it to look smooth. Maybe you want some texture on there. If you want texture, you can just sort of do it real fast. But you see how I'm doing it at an angle there? So I'm going to do this sort of quickly to show you. And this will be the last part of our weaving. And periodically, pull it and give yourself another little bit of hot glue. Not really on the fabric. You can also use string. You can use ribbon, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Whatever you like. Whatever you have on hand. I'm wrapping this whole hoop up. And you guys can go slower. I'm just trying to hurry so you don't have to wait through this. It's about halfway done there. A little bit more glue. You don't have to use glue at all if you don't want, but I like it because it keeps it smooth. Now, if you're going to wrap with something thicker, then you'll make your weaving smaller to fit, right? We couldn't use anything really thick because her weaving went right up to the rim here on this. Almost done. Also, the other part of the embroidery hoop with the little knob that tightens it up, excuse me, you can use that as well. You just wrap it up, or you can leave it showing. Just make sure your little screw is tightened. They have a little bit of extra stuff here. I'm going to take that off. Almost done. Go. Okay. A little bit of hot glue to end it. And then don't burn yourself. I burn myself all the time. Let's see, scissors. Okay. And then we're going to cut it right up to the end there. Okay. And we can make that ending the bottom. Okay, so now we're going to get our weaving on here. And just kind of position where you want it. This one got a little bumpy, but I actually love that when it's like that. Okay, let's make a little holder for it to make a piece of string, and I'll show you how to do this. Maybe about that long, right? Put it together. And just like you tie your strings together, make yourself a knot. Pulling, clip off your tail. So then you have this, flip it through, and pull it up, and now you have a hanger. Okay, so we're going to tie these on. And again, if these strings aren't long enough, just clip some more strings and slip them through and tie them on. But we want one on the outside, one on the under. And actually, I lied. We're going to do it from the back because we want the knots to be on the back side. So, 1, 2, and then double knot. You could also, you're going to do this, watch me. Double knot. You could also add a little bit of hot glue onto your knot on the back side, just for security. You don't have to. And then clip your tails, or you clip them first so they don't get all gluey. Okay. So you do each and every one of these. Each and every one. Let me do a couple. I'll show you. I'm not going to do all of them, so you don't have to sit through it all, but let me show you how kind of generally how it looks and how to put the tails on. Okay, so all of these strings will be tied in the back, right? They'll be hanging beautifully and from your hanger, and then you'll make tails to go down here. And let me show you how to do that real fast, and then I'll finish this one up and then post a photo of it. So for Sabrina's tails, she chose yarn. You can use fabric, you can use ribbon, whatever you want. And she has like little bundles of it. So looks like there's 6 of them, right? About that long is what you would cut it. I don't know, what is that? 2 feet, a little over. And then you fold it in half, right? So it's this. Now this, I'm going to move this for a second. I'm going to show you how to do these tails. You go over your hoop. So it's like this. You pull that through. Stick this through your opening. so that the neck of your, it's called the lark's head knot, the neck of your lark's head is facing out. Let's get like another, fold it in half, lay it over, come through, grab it, and tighten. And I like them to kind of go, you know, about to here. But you can do whatever. You can go all the way up, maybe just one or two, maybe none, I don't know. And again, all of this will be hanging, clipped and tied from the back. Okay? So I'm going to finish these off video, and then I'll show you the finished product. And you show me yours. Okay.